Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Everquest Old School. I'm AC Gamer, and tonight I am joined by a very good friend. We have Cypher Deck joining us.
Oh my goodness, where is he? Oh, I mean, yay!
And we are hoping that today we will be able to go back to playing a mischief. Me and Cypher are still parked there. We do believe Shrieky is still binded, or bound there, I guess I should say. Not binded. But we think we might be able to go back there with the three of us. Maybe even get a couple other of the guys to get in there with us. Man, I wish we had gotten Donald there last night. I know he didn't really want to take one of his tunes because he thought he'd only be there for a little bit. But I know he doesn't really play his warrior that often. You know, and it would have been cool to get his warrior in there with us and just kind of leave him there. I know that kind of sucks, too, because if I was playing a melee class and you can't gate out, like my cleric, he still has the ability to leave if I really need to, although I haven't because I don't really want to, you know, leave that area just yet. I know I'm going to be there for a while with him, but yeah, I kind of wanted to stay and do a little bit of killing. But yeah, I know for like my Shadow Knight, if I ever had to get him in there, you know, being stuck in a zone and not being able to go anywhere else kind of sucks. Of course, you could always pay like the 10K to get yourself bound there, but that is a large price to pay for a zone that, I don't know, did you ever see anybody doing an LFG? I mean, it was late last night, so maybe that's why, but I didn't see anybody looking for a group.
No, nobody was.
You think that's more of like a solo spot for just like enchanters? But everybody wants those cards. Everybody wants the resist flowers that you can get from up there. So I mean, everybody's going to go there at some point.
Well, the thing with that is that the let me see. 1 second. Sorry. If a melee is going to go up there, they usually have people with them, or they just take a ton of money with them and they buy all the cards. Also, you can buy them in EC, of course. So if you have all the cards that you need to be able to get all the flowers, then you just go up there, do the turn-ins, and then get out. Right. Or if you're going to farm them, then you just stay there until you farm them, and then you leave.
I guess you could do it that way, but I mean, you gotta remember, Nybris went up there, and he did the flowers, and I think it took him like 2 weeks to get all of them. And when he goes to a place, he stays there, you know? So that's like 2 weeks straight to get everything. Realizes he didn't buy anything. I think he camped all the items himself. But even with that said, I don't know if you could go up there as a melee class and expect to get it done with a single group. You know, like you're gonna have to find groups in that area.
Well, what I'm saying is like, if you have a shaman monk duo or something like that, and those two people group all the time, that's how you get it done.
So you think a shaman and a monk could have gotten those camps that we went to done by themselves?
Yeah. I mean, I know for a fact that there's camps there that shamans can do solo.
Oh, yeah, I think the shaman can do anything solo, but as the monk being thrown into the picture, now he has to heal the monk. And to be honest, the monk that we had last night did a fantastic job, but he did take hits, and I did have to heal him quite a bit. So if you had Torpor, probably could keep up with that, but it would eat into your mana quite a bit.
I mean, it's nothing harder than anything else. I mean, I do some pretty hard mobs with people every night, and those mobs didn't seem like they were as bad as the ones that I'm fighting currently.
But even if you can, and I do believe that a shaman-monk duo could do those areas, what about Shadow Knights? What about Warriors? What about Paladins? They have to go up there and get that stuff just the same as anybody else.
I think it's the same thing. I'm not limiting it to those two options. I'm just saying that a duo could probably do the whole thing. You just have to commit to being there until you get them.
It has to be the right duo, because I got my cleric and you got your rogue, but I don't think we'd be able to do it with the two of us.
No. Nope.
Maybe if you were level 60, you could tank those guys and you had really good equipment on. I think you might be able to. Some of them. Like,
I mean, I may be able to stand there for a second or two and not get hurt very much, but those mobs hit hard.
They do, but at level 60, it'd be a little bit easier for you with the right gear on. Even
But
easier.
I have no mitigation. I have one ability that lasts for 12 seconds, and then everything else is me just getting full force hit. Where with a monk and a warrior, they have avoidances, they have their 55 plus disciplines that allow them to be able to stand there and take those damages.
Right. And you're running over from what zone right now, man? You in the commons already or no?
I'm in West Commons at the moment.
All right. I'm about to zone into Neck Forest. You'll probably beat me before I even get close. My Spirit of Wolf did not last very long. I don't know when it was last cast on me, but wore off while I was waiting. So, yeah, I'm going at super slow mode right now. I'm looking forward to finding out, though. A little bit more of Plane of Mischief would be nice. Didn't get to spend too much time there last night. I think we did spend a decent amount. It was just so much information overload. You know, it was like we got shown the entire zone.
I don't know anything about that zone anymore.
I do. I mean, I know how to get to the main room, right?
I mean, to the main room, yes. What if you can find your way into the room of doors? Then yes, I can find my way back. But to the puppets, I have no clue. To Alice in Wonderland, no idea. To the maze, I mean that's I don't think I could make it to any camp in that zone off of just base memory.
Yeah, I'd have to say I'm kind of right there with you. Except, you know, we did make the recording so we can go back and we can look at that. And I think that was the smartest move we ever made, was to make sure, you know, while somebody's showing you around, you have it on video. Because it is kind of a... I know the closest thing I can think of is Khazak Thul going through the maze. The very first time you go through the maze, it feels complicated. It feels like there's a lot to it. But the more and more you know, kind of get in there, the more you pull from that area, the longer that is like your camp, the courtyard, the easier that maze becomes. And then all of a sudden, it's not even that big of an issue anymore. Like, you know it like the back of your hand.
But there's a difference between the maze in Khazak Thul and the maze in Mischief. Mischief, the whole zone is a maze. Khazak Thul, the maze is probably the size of just two of the rooms in Khazak Thul combined.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
like,
as
obviously,
far as the length of
size-wise goes, it's a little bit bigger scale, but you are, you know, into some of the top-tier zones of the game at that point. Like, you should be able to step up your knowledge and kind of learn that area.
I wouldn't take my Shadow Knight up there until he was 55. I probably wouldn't take him up there. I don't know what level I get Bobbing Corpse, but I would not even go up there without having Levitate as a spell.
You can't really take anybody up there until they're at least level 54.
Well,
because you'll get aggro immediately on those guys as soon as you zone into that little area and die.
But that's not the reason I'm saying that. I'm saying that I wouldn't go up there unless I had that ability to levitate, because you have to have levitate for a lot of that. Those traps,
I don't think
take you. Well, the traps make you fall. So if you have levitate on, you're not falling.
Yeah, but you don't have to have it yourself. You can always go get a Peggy cloak.
Yeah, I mean that's true. But as a Shadow Knight, why have a Peggy cloak whenever you can cast a spell yourself?
Well, because it's no mana cast and it's always on. It's safer. You don't have to worry about getting, you know, dispelled.
Yeah,
not
but
you're
also talking about another 8K to get that.
Oh, unless you go get it yourself.
Yeah, I mean, if you go get it yourself, you were counting on that the other 4 spawns are not the one that spawns for the Pegasus.
You also got to remember that
somebody else isn't camping all 4 spots.
Yeah, but you also got to remember that the fact that by the time you go to Plane of Mischief, it is one of probably the last zones you're going to. 1, it's hard to get to. 2, you're kind of stuck in there when you do. You know, it's going to be one of those things that you probably have most of the things you want, including like a Peggy cloak.
For clerics, it's not the last zone they go to.
No. But I mean, for a Shadow Knight,
clerics should be up there pretty early on.
I don't know
around
that.
54 or 55.
54 again, I think is the cutoff before you just die instantly up there. But hey,
Yeah.
ZK, how you doing, man? You want in on the call? Let's see if we can get him in here. We're just kind of killing a little bit of time. Dude, ZK can totally join us up and play a mischief, man. I bet he has like 14 tunes bound up there.
No, I bet if he even has one, it'd be one.
No. I mean, he'd bring out Aftermath, and they help him get up there easy. Let's see. Which I think is actually what happened when, I hate to say it, Knifers probably put in a bat phone or something. He's not on right now. So if you want to join the call, ZK, let me know. I'll throw you in. Just let me know when you get on. Yeah, I think he probably said something because he was getting tired of dealing with our shenanigans. And it seemed like all of Aftermath came out to help.
Yeah, I don't know why things like that happen to us.
What's it, the shenanigans that we get up to?
Yeah, I mean, it should. I mean, if we were called to a raid, we wouldn't be getting DKP or abilities to roll on any loot. We would have lost. The fight would have been over by now.
Oh, dude, they would have booted us out of the guild a long time ago. When we show up to a raid, we would like wipe the raid. You know, like,
I'm pretty good with raiding, but when we, for some reason, us as a group of people immobilize, we're like chickens with our heads cut off. We have no clue. I don't know.
I think it's
so weird.
I think it's one is we're filthy casual, most of us anyways. And two, I like to move as a group because I don't like to let anyone get left behind. And raids don't tend to work that way. Raids are, you know, find your own way. And if you don't know how to get there, if you're not good with, you know, watching out for aggro and you die a lot, then die and we'll drag your corpse to the entrance, res you, die again, and we'll drag you to the next zone and res you. And, like, we're not waiting on you, basically. So,
yeah.
You know, I guess that works if you're in a time crunch. I don't tend to want people to feel like they are a hindrance. You know, like, we want you part of the group. We want you to have fun. We want you to be, you know, engaged with us. And if we get into shenanigans because of it, then so much the better, dude. It makes the game more interesting. And it's those times you remember the most, not the times that you're actually in the raids, not the hours and upon hours of staring at a wall or, you know, killing the same mob over and over again. It's like the crazy things you get into to get to those locations. For me, anyways, that's how I remember it. But
yeah.
And then, you know, we also have really bad luck sometimes. Yeah.
Really, really bad luck. I mean, yesterday we were in a string of bad luck.
I don't know if I would say that was bad luck or just not understanding the area of which we were going to. Because most of that, I think pretty much all of that could have been avoided if we knew 54 was the cutoff. We wouldn't have brought people under 54. And then we would have teleported people up there, zoned in one at a time, and everything would have been peachy. Not that I'm saying it's one person's fault, but I was like, we didn't know.
We didn't even get... we were...
Because the first person he teleported up there was a bard that was 51. Well, and he instantly got aggro and killed Nibers at the same time.
But that's not the only issue of the whole night.
That's what started everything, though.
No, because we took at least an hour just to even get to Saren's Grotto.
You know, we don't know how to get across.
Then we had deaths in Saren's Grotto. Then we finally got everybody across Saren's Grotto.
Wait, nobody died in Saren's Grotto?
Yeah.
Who died in Saren's Grotto?
The bard died in Saren's Grotto.
That was when he was going back to get his corpse. He didn't actually. He didn't die the first time.
That's when he zoned in the first time.
The first time he zoned in, he got attacked and zoned out.
Oh, did he get zoned out?
Yeah, he zoned out. I mean, we trained the zone entrance, but he didn't die. So nothing really went wrong, except it took us a long time to get there. It wasn't until like we made the mistake of just not knowing, which you know, knowing is half the battle, guys. The other half of the battle is having really good luck, apparently. I tossed you an invite, by the way.
Yeah, my song's set up.
But again, I'm not blaming it on the monk. What I'm saying is I think it was just a lack of knowledge on our part.
Okay,
or not the monk, the bard. Because I'm sure somebody out there will take it personally, and that's not what we're trying to do at all. Alright, Shaman is coming in, baby.
I have no songs up. That's what I was doing.
That's alright, I should be able to take this. Problem getting to Planet Mischief is once you get Call of the Hero, you can't move at all. And I'm not home right now. Okay, yeah. No, I mean, that wasn't the issue at first. It did kind of become an issue later down the road, but at first, like I said, we went up there with the group. Took us a little while to get there, like close to an hour, I think, because we couldn't find a druid at that time of the night to evac us across, and there were several people, including myself, that didn't really feel all that comfortable with trying to run it. We thought that might end fairly badly for us, so we ended up having to wait, and there was a kind viewer who, you know, evac'd across eventually. When we got there, we had a level 51 bard with us, and he got Call of the Hero'd up first. And immediately upon getting up there, before he even had a chance to move, or Nibris to camp out, or do anything, he got attacked and killed, and so did Nibris. So, yeah, there's a low-level aggro in that spot, even if you're way, way in the corner. And it was going to end there, actually, because, you know, Nibris's Call of the Hero mage died, and there was not much more we could do. But thankfully, we had another viewer, again, being very kind that night. We had a lot of Aftermath people come out, so I got to give a big shout-out to them. But they had a Call of the Hero mage there. They were able to get me. I could go up there, I could res his guy, and we kind of got going a little bit again. Then we had another death, mine, and yeah, they had to fix that, but it was fun. It was fun. I think it was very frustrating for a few of the guys, and probably Nibris more than anything, because he didn't really get to group with us until later that night. Like, we got into Planet Mischief, we went down there, we were grouping with a few Aftermath, a few of the kittens, and then Nibris was able to show back up. So I think we wasted most of his day the other day, but we got into Planet Mischief, and we don't really want to leave now. We want to kind of stay there as much as we possibly can with those tunes. Or I should say, I don't want to leave. Maybe some of the other guys out there might not want to stay there that long, but... Did you get experience off of that mob? Yeah, I did.
Yep. So it's a really low... It was EXP green.
Yeah, I figured these guys right here at the or at the zone line would be. I just got a few characters up there. A cleric parked up there. Yeah, 2 clerics ain't bad. Get him some more not keys. Get him some more loot he can trade to some of his other tunes. Because as far as I could tell, all the cards are tradable, right?
Yes, I believe so.
You have to go up there and
some
turn
of
the
them are
in yourself.
40k a piece.
Right, but I mean, if we camp them ourselves, yeah, 40k.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of don't want to turn those in. I might want to like sell that. Get me like a mana stone and a.
I mean, that's
fungi.
That's one of the things that's great about that place is that it's really good money, but then again, you probably want to have your things before you stop and sell stuff.
No, I'm okay with it not having them. I'll take the money. I got so many things my tunes need. I have not gotten for them. The Bracer of the Hidden, you know, things of that sort that just really make quality of life in the game so much more enjoyable. You want to see if you can split these 2 over here with a lull, or where are we going? Are we going further in?
I haven't a clue.
We could try bats and bugs. I don't know if our healing capability could handle that, so we might just stick with these guys until we get a few more people to join us.
All right, back up, lizard. you're in my sight.
I thought you were lawing them. Okay.
I am, but I can't. For some reason, I was having a problem seeing around you.
Remember to loot all these guys up. I'm playing a monk, and he's already overweight.
You know I don't loot things.
You gotta loot it, man.
I have no slots on this character.
You have no slots on any of your tunes. How is it I get made fun of for being overweight on all my characters, but you have literally no slots available on any of them?
Well, I have no slots on my characters because a lot of them have quest items. Like this guy, he has a lot of quest items.
Yeah, but you don't have to have
flip
them on
sides. Yeah, but I don't have any room in my bank
Oh my
either
god, really,
because of
dude?
quest items. But like flip sides, he carries tinkering items, he carries poison making, he carries quest items, he has a full set of resist gear on him. Um and that's including rings, ears, bracers, neck, shoulders, back, and one other piece. Oh, and ranged.
Oh, we got another one. I don't even bother with the flowers on my shaman. Don't need it, however. On my monk, it will be a different story. And the thrones are worth 40 or so K, maybe more. And we're farming them and them being very rare. I do not have my mend up, so I will have to feign it if it gets too low, but we should be good.
One's on me. Or one's my pet.
No more, you ain't. Yeah, I imagine for 40K, they would be very rare. But, dude, if we can get in there and we can get like one or two of those.
Yep.
Split it between everybody. Everybody walk away with like, you know, 5 or 6K, depending on how many people we have with us at the time. Hey, Octo.
Is that math?
Well, depending on how many people we have, like if you have 6 people, you split that up between 40K-ish, because it's not exactly 40K. Some of them are lower, some of them are higher. You know, so 6K for each person would be 36, is what I was going for. Maybe 7K. Could be, I don't know. We're talking about playing a mischief and some of the loot that can be found in that zone and how much they sell for. We recently got our tunes up. There were a couple of our tunes anyways. My cleric and Cypher's rogue did a little bit of exploring in there due to the fact of some very kind people who showed us around. Very confusing zone. It's going to take us a little bit of time to get our bearings in there.
We should probably move to a different set of mobs.
I mean, we could try the bats and bugs, but, you know, I don't think that's going to be all that great.
Well, I mean, these are literally all green to me.
No, I get that. They're all green to me, too, but we'll have to sit down and heal between every single fight on the bats and bugs, and we still may not even be able to do it. How are things? I had some family stuff happen, so I am DFW for a week or two. Not too bad, man. We're doing. Did you already pull something? Because I need to like med up or heal up.
Yeah, I can solo this. You can rest.
Let's throw some DPS in there. Yeah, we've been doing pretty well. We haven't been on too much the last week or so ourselves. Just a couple of nights here and there. Like I said, we kind of do things a little casual from time to time. Terra and her guild collapsed this week. They lost a few guild leaders, and Terra, I think, got a little overwhelmed with how things were going. You know, all that, you know, the weight of an entire guild being put onto your shoulders was, I think, a little bit too much for her. Plus, she was already kind of feeling a little burned out on the game at that point anyways, so that was like the straw that broke the camel's back, and it was a pretty heavy straw. So that guild went bye-bye. Unfortunately, that was an amazing guild. I had really good friends in that one. Most of them are still around. It's not like they disappeared or anything, but, you know, that monthly, end of the month tradition of going to KO and doing an open raid, yeah, that's not going to be a thing anymore, at least not for that guild, which I can't really blame them. It was a lot of work they put into it. They did, you know, the loots. They managed all that, and that could be a chore in its own right. They made sure they brought all the right classes so that the raid would at least go somewhat well. And a lot of the time, they were able to kill, was it Vindy? I believe it was Vindy, right?
Yep.
And, you know, they let anybody roll on the loot. So it wasn't like, oh, it's only for our guild because we're the ones hosting it. They were very open with what they did. So it was kind of sad to see them go. But like I said, most of the Awakened is backing off the casual Simicore. Yeah, Paradox. Actually, most of us had a character in there. I even thought about joining them at one point, but I never really quite got around to it. One of
All my
the
characters are in Paradox.
Yeah, I was gonna say one of the rules that they had, which I wasn't a huge fan of, but I was okay with it for other people who enjoyed that aspect, was that you couldn't have any characters in any other guilds, and pretty much every single one of my characters is in a different guild. So that kind of disqualified me from joining.
You have characters in guilds that have the exact same policy.
Yeah, but they've never said anything about it, and I guess they probably would know.
Well,
I mean, it's not like I show up to any of the raids anyways, but...
I mean, how often do you play Demaru?
You my cleric?
I mean, because in Paradigm Shift, they have a pretty stringent policy against it due to the fact that, I mean, not that you specifically, because of the fact that you don't raid, but because of cross chatter between guilds. Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm not really concerned in that regard, because if they've watched any of the videos, they know I'm like super casual, like filthy casual. So cross chatter between guilds, like that's just too much work, man. You telling me that I have to like log on to each one of my tunes and listen to what people are saying, like that? You know, I'm not pooping in a sock.
Well, it's not. It's not listening to what people are saying. A lot of the main guilds, they will just put it in their Git. So as soon as a mob spawns, they'll put it into Git, especially Paradigm Shift, and they will mobilize pretty fast.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I don't look at Git either, because that means I have to type the 4 keys on the keyboard.
No, you don't. You don't have to type it. It automatically pops up as soon as they change it.
That means I have to be on that tune, though, man.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like I'm not on that tune. I don't really log in. I'm too lazy to do things. Like I'm not even like in their concern bubble of things to worry about. But
I understand that, but even in their eyes, or in any raiding guild's eyes, that is something that they like very much.
Yeah, they never brought that up with me. The only thing they've ever brought up with me is they don't want me to show the chat, the guild chat. So I just minimize it. And I think more than anything, that's actually drove me further away from raiding with them. Not like, oh, I resent it, but I don't get to see guild chat because I stream so often, which means I have no idea when they're raiding. And I'm not able to join because of it. Like yesterday, we went to playing a mischief. When I logged in, where I zoned in, there was a Paragon Shift guy there. He invited me to the group, and he was going to call the hero me to the raid, which I didn't even know was going on, because I didn't have guild chat open. So it kind of sucks, because I would like to raid with them. I would like to get to know them. It's not like I personally dislike them. I just never really had the opportunity to do it very often. Rejoice, Tunar, POG, people, she's dead. Oh, okay. People have killed her, huh? At least what I read is AW is not hardcore anymore. I don't know. I'm sure PS will move in. AC Gamer was a double agent. AW? The beer?
What do you mean AW is going casual?
AW the root beer, right, man?
How are they going casual?
It's not they're going casual, it's that they're not hardcore anymore, is what Octo is saying.
I mean, I have to see that they're not hardcore anymore, because every time you go to TOV, there's still a lot of people standing in there.
Let's see. Octo says, I was watching Nibris during that kill. I was there for the first 6 hours of POG clearing. Oh, okay. So they were clearing some stuff in...
Yeah, I just finished... actually, that's the video for tomorrow, is that kill. The Tunar kill.
Right. Yeah, we got a Gator Dash over here. He might be looking for... Target? AC, you could just add a picture to block the guild chat. I could, but then, like I was saying, like I'm too lazy to even log into a tune. Like, you want me to be able to actually put up a picture and remember that it's there and take it down when oh man, it's too much work, guys. It's too much.
Hey, got 2 of them.
You're about to die, dude.
Yep.
You might want to run that.
Oh, we're good.
I'll see if I can get it off of you. Just hold that guy down. Don't even worry about doing anything for me. Just hold that guy
Healing
down.
myself?
Well, that too.
I'm gonna...
But don't get into the fight if you don't have to. Just make sure he doesn't break. Wise Chords punching with the loot. Chords?
What do you mean?
What should you be using?
I have a loot that's actually a weapon.
Oh yeah, I kicked that guy's butt. Retro says, I hate the big JPEG blocking chat thing, kills the clear UI. Yeah, I try to show you guys as much as the image. That's why I do it, not because I'm lazy. Completely 100% for that reason.
Well, I mean, for me, again, I'm not a streamer, but I think I do the same thing in streams. I always edit my videos where the main chat isn't seen.
I don't really have anything to hide. Like, I'm not, again,
Well,
I'm
see,
not showing the
you
guild
don't.
chat, and people aren't sending
exactly.
me sexting or anything like that. I mean, people flirt with me all the time, but they're not getting, like, really detailed into it while we're streaming. I'm just, you know, like, I'm not doing anything I'm not supposed to, so, like, look at it all you want, guys.
Yeah.
Ain't no secrets here.
It's the only way I know when raids are happening or when things are going down.
I know, which is why I don't go to any raids. That's what I was getting at, you know? Like, I'm always open with everything that's on there, so everybody leaves me out in the cold. They don't want to show me.
Well, I mean, it's not that they don't want to. It's just that you're showing things that could be slanderous if you were showing the guild chat or trade secrets, those kind of things. That's the whole purpose behind that.
Making me feel like I'm part of like a corporation now. Got trade secrets?
Yep. I mean, spawn timers, things like that.
You guys take things way too seriously, man. You gotta sit back.
I mean, that's
enjoy
not
the game.
serious. That's just making sure that you get the mob.
I know, but think about it this way: if you shared the spawn timers with every guild out there,
every guild has that though.
Yeah, but think about it: if you shared all that knowledge equally and freely, right? Then when all the guilds show up to take that guy on, you guys could have like such epic, you know, first to engage like races. Gnome races, dude. You guys got to have fun with it instead of just being like, oh, let's see who gets there first. Figure out how to make that enjoyable for everybody so that people have to do it like butt naked backwards while they're fully drunk playing a level 1 tune and see who gets there first. And then that guild gets it.
You're also the person who doesn't want to gain experience on experience weekends. You want to not gain experience on experience weekends.
That's true too, but I'm just saying, like, the game is amazing. You got to have some fun with it. And I think a lot of people take it really seriously, and they're just like, I got to get my loots. And, you know, it's not all about the loots, man. It's more about the experience that you have with the players. Like last night, we didn't get any loot, but we had a fantastic time.
We got a loot.
That's true. We did get one loot. Almost got left to rot, but thankfully the monk that was there with us was able to snag that. And then he handed it to me later on. But, I mean, other than that, like, it wasn't like, ooh, you know, like, we got something fantastic. We just had a good time because it was a zone we had never been to before, or at least for me anyways.
Yeah.
And we got to explore it with people that were very cool to hang out with. And that's what you got to do.
I'm not saying that that's not true. I'm just saying that whenever you're going on adventures versus dealing with guild politics, every guild has their timers for certain mobs that they're going after, and they don't want people to be leaking that information through streams or whatever. Especially since, I mean, some of the guilds that I've been in, guilds that I actually joined because I wanted to raid, those are like specific situations where. But tell me, by the way, this is gonna be the king.
Then heal up first, because this is gonna be a little rough on you, I think, when you pull that guy. And let my min pop back too, because he might be a little rough on me. But you know, I think Retro Jim, like he's saying that the experience is what you have while getting the loot. EQ has never been about the ending for me, and it's kind of the same way for me, man. I think of how funny it would be to see like 100 or 150 naked gnomes running backwards while drinking, trying to get to the dragon first. It'd be hilarious, man. Tell me you would not be chuckling the entire time that was happening.
I don't think it would make sense to me. I think I would leave the zone because the backwards thing that makes no sense.
It's to make it harder because you're drunk at the same time. Then you have to like, 'cause you
I mean,
can't just
it's
like
hard to
memorize
drop
the
while
zone.
you're drunk.
Exactly. You're trying to make it hard, man. Because if it was easy, then everybody'd be able to do it very quickly, and it wouldn't be any fun. You know, it's like
But then that means that somebody in your guild has to tag every single one of those characters that you will never use again. Because I mean, all you're doing is getting FTE, and the only reason to get FTE is that you have a guild that FTE is associated with. So that you have 20 minutes to be able to take on that mob before that timer expires.
Right. I just respect the guild, so I cover chat. I don't show my guild chat anyway, so I know what you guys are saying. Time of deaths could help guilds want to complete the FTE. Mostly been just AW and AM. But most guilds don't have the ability to pull most of the TOV mobs. How many guilds are able to go up there these days? I know guilds have been kind of changing and forming and redoing their stuff. I'm ready to pull when you are, man.
All right. Bloodguard, Paradigm Shift, Aftermath, of course, Awakened. I think even Second Sons. So I mean, it's not a limited
5 or 6 guilds in.
Oh no, it's probably closer to 10 guilds, 10, 15 guilds. It's not that TOV is hard for guilds to go to. It's that specific mobs in TOV are hard to get to.
Are we going to mez the Kobold and kill the king, or?
I will get the king after he harm touched me.
There he goes. All right, so you mezzing him?
I'm charming him.
You're charming him. All right.
And then I am gonna heal him.
AW, AM could really pull mobs to zone line. Most others have to crawl through the dragons.
Yep. And it's more about numbers. They can sacrifice like 10, 15.
You okay over there? You want me to get it off of you? You gonna die?
I'm good.
This guy's at 33%. Just keep that thing mezzed if you can.
How's your mend?
I'm gonna die. I can feign it.
Fade it.
Let me see if I can kill him. If you can keep that guy mezzed and I can kill this thing. He's at 17%. There we go. My mend is up. He's at 28%. He's getting healed by somebody. If I can kill this guy and you can keep that guy mezzed the whole time, we should be able to heal up. 18%, 12%, 11%.
He's...
Oh, king moved for a second.
Yeah, he did.
3%. Come on, let me do it. Yeah, holy crap. Holy crap.
Did you already pop mend?
I did. I'm at 0%. Why am I at 0%? I don't like 0%.
Bind wound.
I'm at 14. Where's my bind? Oh, let's hope bind wound. I don't have any bandages. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, I'm sitting down.
Are you joking me right now?
I'm not kidding you at all.
I'm gonna pop a
No. Keep mez up. Keep mez up.
No, I have a second between. I have actually a total of 6 seconds.
I don't want to risk it. Just keep that up. My mend will repop here in a second, and we should be good as long as that stays. Well, just don't get too close to the next room. You're getting fairly close to the invis wall.
Oh yeah, we pulled. This mob right here is what was coming through the invis wall.
Well, yeah, but I don't want you to pull the other mobs that are in there.
No, he was the trigger mob. I lulled everything else in there.
I know. I'm just saying, like, if you get close to it, those ones that are lulled will no longer be lulled. Oh, and it sounds like there might be something out in this hallway. I'm backing up a little bit. I can hear a shaman casting. I remember CSG crawling to triplets. Dude, that was a close fight.
That's the closest fight I've had since I was level 1.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever gotten to 0% and had to just stay right there. I've fallen into the purple and come back at 0%, but to literally get to 0% and have it stay that way is a new one on me. A pat on the back away from dying. Yeah, I'm glad Cypher didn't decide to come over and give me one. Whew.
Do what?
I said it was a pat on the back away from dying. Basically, if he had sneezed in my direction.
He is resisting Pixie. If you want to start running to the zone line.
I can feign. I'm at 26%. Just keep your mezz on him and see if it sticks. He is 48 right now, by the way, ZK. He's 48.
49.
49 for yours? Okay.
Yeah, for me.
Oh, man. This is a tough fight. Mend. I think it was like an 8-minute thing or something?
Yeah. Go ahead. Are you Fade Death right now?
No. Should I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Why? You running it?
Nope. I'm going to fight it.
No, don't fight. Don't fight.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Let me get at least a mend before you take that on. That way, if it does turn bad, I can jump in and help you out.
Well, we're gonna have spawn soon, and what I'm thinking here is to get a mob to fight it, and just try to beat it down with a pet.
Okay, go ahead. If you believe that you can do it that way, I just don't want you to die because you're gonna get hit hard as soon as that guy breaks.
Yeah, well, I've already taken his harm touch.
What if you have him fight another mob and then kill that mob, and then his life will go down a little bit, and then we can beat him. That should give me a little bit. That will give me a little bit of time to get my men back up, and then we can just burn him down. If you can get something solo, like somebody out in the hallway or some of these respawns you're talking about.
Yep. One second. Okay, there we go. I had to get him. I'm gonna Yep, here we go.
All right, so you got the king as your pet?
No, I do not. One second.
You have the shaman as your pet?
Yeah. Come on now.
If you got to, run it, man.
I have to because he is not letting me. He's not letting me mez him. I'm rooted. I'm gonna die.
Come on.
I got 3 mobs on me.
That's why I was saying, just let me get my mend up.
You wouldn't have been able to get him off of me. I had pulled way too much aggro on him.
Well, if you left him charmed, it just had him beat the other guy.
Mez, I couldn't get him charmed.
Oh. Well.
Last time I had him charmed, it was for a second.
All right. Well, as soon as they go back to this place, I will camp out and go over to my cleric and see if I can start running him over here. If you would not mind picking me up in Cobalt Scar.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, it didn't go as well as we thought.
Well, it was a hard fight either way.
Yeah, I realize his charm only lasts 18 seconds, but if you could just let the mob do nothing but.
Well, I mean, it's not that I couldn't get him mezzed. He was resisting every time I tried to mez him.
Right.
And whenever the whole reason I was trying to rush it is because every time I was casting on him, he resisted. So he was going to pop on me anytime.
Yeah, Minda's back up. Yeah, it looks like they got Rage Fire. That's farm team, I guess.
Who's farm team?
Whoever got him.
Farm team 6.
All right, playing a mischief. Glad I'm bound here. I can get back, but.
Yep.
Bard charm, you got to be on it. Unable to charm king. I think maybe it was his level. You're only 49.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was blue. He
And
was really blue to me. It wasn't that. It was just he is really resistant, I think.
and you're not wearing a lot of charisma gear as well, anyways, right?
I I am.
Oh, you
I
are?
actually I have mostly charisma gear. Yeah, I don't know. It's all right. I don't mind it too much. What spell am I missing there? Haste.
Norbert. Let's make sure I'm bound up here. Playing a mischief. Yep. But I think we're doing fairly. Oh, I forgot to minimize my guild chat. Your friends have a great stream. I'm off. All right, man. Take it easy. Thanks for stopping by. Wow, that fly noise scared me wearing headphones. That was actually the little bee floating around up here. I hadn't seen him before. So that's kind of cool. It looks like he runs. Oh, where are we at?
You're at the entrance last I remember.
Oh my god, really? The place that it teleports you out to
Mm-hmm.
is right next to where a shark spawns. So I instantly got attacked by a shark. It's okay because he's rooted in the water, as much as that makes sense.
I'm um I thought we were at I thought we were on the bridge last night.
No, I'm saying when you exit out of Plane of Mischief, when you click that tree that we were showing.
Oh, yeah. You fall straight into the water, like in the middle of the area.
Yeah, and there happens to be a shark just swimming right by when that happens too. I was wondering what it would be like, because if you're running away from an enemy and you click on that and you come out here with low health aggro, how safe is it? Now I know it's not 100% safe, but it's a low
Well,
level shark.
at least the dragon wasn't up, or whatever you want to call him.
Oh, Lodi?
He's a
Not Lodi.
no.
What's his
He's
name?
a green, or I think he's a red version of red or green version of the one that you kill for druids. The druid dragon, Fedor. Fedor. He looks like that. Cannot think of the name of that mob though. It's a really weird name.
I'm just getting attacked by everything. How close are you to Cobalt's guard, dude?
I'm about to port over.
All right, well, I may be bringing some friends with me, depending on how long my route lasts.
Well, if it's water animals, they won't come up on the land.
Yeah, the shark, not so much. It's the otter that did
Oh,
not like me. The shellfish collector.
oh, you should be close to close to the ring if you're seeing them,
Yeah, I'm right. I'm
or
right
at
at the
least
ring.
at the land.
Okay, so I'm not going to stand exactly at the ring because I don't want to train these guys. If it does come over here, I'll be a little bit outside of it. That way I
Okay.
can root them again if it needs to be. I'm an ally with these guys anyways.
Let me load a port. Oh, what am I talking about? I don't need to load a port. I have a stick.
You're talking about the neck?
Yeah.
There you are.
Yep. Wrong stab.
Well, you did get me to dislike you a little bit more. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, guys, we're just killing a little. Oh, it just wore off, so he's gonna be coming up here in a second. We're just killing a little bit of time. Hopefully, we can do a Plane of Mischief group when Shariki gets back, and maybe if ZK gets home later today, he can join us in there.
Kind of AFK while you run over there once we get in.
Do you have a spot that you want to go to first, man? Because they did advise us that the maze would be the place to go first, right?
I think so,
Said the mobs were
but
doable. There's a lot of them.
I have no clue how to get there, of course.
Yeah, but
Hopefully
I mean,
Ricky does.
do you have a spot that you would prefer to go to if we did know the route?
I think we would have to have an enchanter or an actual tank, but it would be really cool to do puppets.
Okay, because we tried doing puppets last night. We just did not have the DPS for it.
No, it wasn't that we didn't have the DPS. It was that the mob went up on the wall, so we couldn't melee it anymore.
Oh, yeah, but that only was for like the last 5-6 seconds of the fight. I think we weren't
Yeah,
really
but he was
fast to begin with.
He was almost dead, I thought. I don't really know. I don't pay attention to the mob's health. I pay attention to making sure I get backstabs and evades off.
Right. We can definitely give it a shot, though. It was a cool looking room, but that one I think was a little bit more complicated to get to.
Well,
than most of the other ones.
I think what you're doing is all you're doing for that is you have to kill the one guy. Once he's dead, then actually all the puppets spawn behind the curtain, or I think it's the room behind the curtain. But to be honest, anything is fine. I think everything has a chance to drop anything, though there are certain places that only drop certain things.
Right.
So I think it'll be good either way. Whatever you want to do, man. Yeah. Anyway, I'll be right back.
Easy going, people. All right. But if you guys out there have a favorite room that you'd prefer us to see us kind of see if we can tackle, definitely let us know. We'll take that under consideration. And if we can get to the room, I think will be the hardest challenge. If we can get to the room, we'll definitely give it a shot. Oh, and, you know, if it's not camped. But in the meantime, guys, we're playing our level 40 to 50-ishes. So if you guys want to come out and join us over in Soul B, you're definitely more than welcome to. We'll put together a group, see what we can get into. Decent amount of experience for those of you who have not been to Soul B in a while. I always compare it to City of Mist because a lot of people will say they want to either go to City of Mist or Soul B. I think Lower Gut gets left out a lot these days, mainly for the fact that it's kind of hard to learn. We were there with Chupa the other night, and he was saying he never went there really that much on live, and he was very, I won't say confused, but he did get lost a number of times, whereas that was my playground. That was my backyard as a Shadow Knight. That was the best zone in the world. I could go anywhere in that zone very easily with Invis versus Undead, with regular Invis. I don't know, I just spent a lot more time there than I did Soul B. My cleric spent more time in Soul B. Same reason I've never bothered to go to Guk. Oh, you just don't know it that well? It can be kind of, you know, a little confusing. It's so great, though, once you learn it. I remember I was pulling mods from the living side all the way over to the undead side. Like, you just want to experience it. There were so many people down there on live that if you could find a mob somewhere else, you were considered a fantastic tank. If you could keep that experience coming in. And the loot wasn't too bad. I think you get a little bit better, more useful loot from most of the classes in Soul B. I mean, if you think about the Royals camp, you get the Mithril Breastplate, you get the Ruined Mithril Bracer, so both Wisdom casters and tanks kind of want those things as improvements, or at least they did when the game first came out. There is a staff for casters that drop in there off of the Noble. Go a little further in, you can get like a backpack. Same thing with Lower Guk, you got a weight reduction backpack, the Evil Eye one. Every time I tried to learn it, I ended up falling off the bridge and getting killed by a train while desperately trying to swim. I guess it's bad for some people. The way we make it sound for playing a mischief, some people are probably thinking the same thing and just being like, it's really not that complicated. Oh no, man, I got both of those already. Alright, so you back, Cypher?
I am now.
Are you on your other tune already?
Yeah, I'm on
What
fire
up,
course.
motherfuckers?
Hey, man. You gonna come and join us over here in Soul B until we make our way over to Planet Mischief?
So, the highest level character I have for Solby is 33.
33. And the highest one we have is a 49. I think that's within range, right? 39
Yeah.
and...
Oh no.
Yeah,
We could change
it's
to our.
It's within range. Let me think. 33. Oh yeah, definitely.
Is that your cleric?
No, my warrior's 33. My cleric's 31.
How am I going to get your
That
corpse?
wouldn't work. That wouldn't work at 31.
Oh, I
think
can come
it's
and
too high.
I can come and get it. I think if I can get out of this area.
I mean, I can just kill him if I have to.
I will come smash things with my warrior, though.
Yeah, bring him out, man. Are you up to going to
but that's
Planet
okay.
Mischief later on?
I'm bound in Planet Mischief. I'm always down for the count. I actually, I need. What do I need? I forget which card exactly I need. It's one that I'm not going to be buying, though. This is like 20K.
Right. But I mean, if there's a chance of us getting it.
We would have to do chessboard or Alice or puppets, I think.
I think Cypher said he wanted to do puppets, so...
Of course, we would have to have a tank of. Or I can just stand back and watch and absorb the experience.
You can't do that.
I mean, there really isn't anything I can do without a tank.
Yeah, because AC and I can just duo it.
Mm-hmm.
Can we? Like, just healing your pet?
Oh yeah. I won't get Peaches. I'll get a different pet.
Like Bren
I
or
would-
something?
Yeah, I would like to get Bren from like A1. That would be ideal. All right, I'm actually in Lava Storm on my warrior.
All right, well, we'll switch over right after this then. Or do you guys want to wait a bit?
I would rather wait. I'm in the middle of a server upgrade right now.
Oh, okay.
I'd rather not play my enchanter while I'm trying to split my focus. Typically, when I split my focus on my enchanter, it makes me a dead enchanter.
Right. Well, and probably more so in that zone than anything else.
Yeah, if a pet break, those things hit hard. Hard. I've had Peachy kill me several times, and she's not even the worst one.
All right, Cypher,
This
give
is-
me
this-
consent.
This is my giant ass.
Oh, that's you? All right.
Yeah, I'm out. Oh, shit, I'm out of shrink pots.
Done.
Let's toss you an invite. Let's see if the way is clear. I get Cypher's body. Yep. All right, you ready?
Yep.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say Rage Fire's up.
Or down.
Which is down, I think. So we were talking about it earlier.
There's a whole lot of you guys from PS in here. Are you streaming right now?
I am, yeah.
Okay. I'll talk about it later then.
Guys don't get to hear it. Guys, this is a nice breastplate. Templar's chestplate right there, guys. 54 AC, which is amazing. Rest of the stats aren't too bad.
Oh, AC. The reason I don't have very much on this character is I only have a few bags that I actually wear. Everything else is slots for my instruments. I don't bag my instruments.
Right, go ahead and get the invite, and I'll give you guys some buffs before I switch back over.
On my bard, I keep 3 or 4 open bag slots so that I can swap instruments around easily.
Yeah, I have. Well, I did loot a Sherlock pack, so it's actually I have a Sherlock pack now, but that's only temporary until I put it in the bank. But normally I usually only have 3 slots. Or 3 slots open, rather.
Alright, be right back on my monk. And there's a few people sitting here at the entrance. If you guys want to see if they're looking for a group, maybe we can get something going. I'll leave that in your hands, Cypher.
Oh, what?
Make sure they're aware that they're carrying me. They gotta have strong backs.
Well, me and Cypher were doing really just fine until we got, the king and that harm touch, and then like an extra ad, and things just kind of spiraled out of control after that. But we're able to solo in here fairly decently. Now, granted, most of the mobs are green to us at this stage, so we're not making the greatest experience, but. Hey guys, and welcome to the disembodied voice of AC Gamer. We are definitely going to be doing a lot more series in the future, but here are a few of them that you guys might find interesting. Of course, you're more than welcome to check them out. I would love to hear your comments. Again, if you do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. It's definitely the indicator that I use to tell if you guys want to see more videos like that, of that particular game style, of that series in the long run. So when you guys leave comments down, it helps me decide whether we should keep doing it, as well as whether you want to see games like that in the future. And here are a few of them right here. I kind of picked out a few of different genres. We will be doing spotlights for other YouTubers in the future. So if you want to get a little shout out, definitely let me know. If you group with me, chances are you will get a shout out in here eventually. But for now, these are just 4 series that I have that I feel like could use a little bit more attention, and that you guys might actually enjoy as well. Thanks again for watching, guys, and we will definitely catch you all next time.